Hello everyone. This is Xiaodao. I'm a Google developer advocate in Singapore. So in the following part, I will talk about Google Play billing. Yeah. So as many of you know, Google Play has launched a new policy this September. So asking developers to use Google Play billing for Android applications, which has been published to Google Play Store, either it's mobile or TV. So after that, many developers have reported to us they are facing a lot of challenges when trying to integrate Google Play billing into their application. So this is the session for you guys. So in the following part, I will try to help you understand how developers could add Google Play billing feature to their Android application step by step. And I will try to help you understand the different tools a developer may use during the integration. Cool, let's get started. So here's the agenda. We will start from a high-level integration roadmap, and we will talk about different tools a developer would use when integrating Google Play billing into the Android application. Okay, so the high-level roadmap. So here are 6 basic steps developers may need to go through when he's trying to add Google Play billing to his Android app. So firstly, use Google Play Console to set up the payment profile. So when your app makes money for you, you need Google will pay you monthly, and you need to set up a payment profile so you can get the payment from Google. After that, also in the Google Play Console, developers can set up test SKU, sometimes we call it SKU as well, and license the accounts. So the SKUs are the product, the in-app purchase, either in-app purchase or subscription you are going to sell to your users. And the licensed accounts can help you to test the Google Play billing feature in a test environment. Then the next part, developers actually start to do the coding part with Android Studio, adding Google Play billing library to your Android app. So other than the Google Play billing SDK, developers can use Google Play Developer API. It's a backend API. And we can also leverage real-time developer notification. We call it RTDN as well. We are going to cover these topics in the following slides. If you have a large catalog, if you have really a lot of product to sell in your app, you can use Google Developer API to manage them from the server side instead of using Google Play Console. And the last step, after everything done, you can check your financial report in the Play Console, how the feature generates revenue for your app. Okay, so let's walk through the tools we are going to use when adding Google Play billing to the app one by one. So the first tool is Google. So I think many developers are pretty familiar with Google Play Console because it's the tool every developer use to upload the app, testing their app in with internal sharing on the test track. So with Google Play Console, we can create SKUs as well, either for in-app purchase or subscription. And we create licensed accounts in the Play Console. We manage payment profile and extract insight from the console as well. So here's a slide talking about setting up payment profile in the Play Console, but it's quite straightforward. Developers usually need to fill in just several personal information like the bank account and the email address, website, or telephone number to set up the payment profile. So here's the important part. With Google Play Console, we are able to create SKU for in-app purchase and subscription. And the licensed test account could help us to test the billing feature with our Android app. So with licensed accounts, when we test the purchase or subscription, we don't need a real credit card to make the purchase. Also, some subscription like monthly subscription or annual subscription, it takes a long time to like getting expired, or user can cancel anytime during the month. So with the licensed account, the subscription life cycle will become much shorter. So usually a monthly subscription can get expired in 5 minutes. So in one day, okay, the developers would be able to test multiple life cycles of the subscription, try to understand the different events of the purchase. Yeah, it's quite convenient. Okay, yeah. So after the Google Play console, we are going to use Google Play Billing Library. So it's an Android SDK developers use to add to their Android project. So Google Play Billing Library provides a variety of features, and so it supports one-time products purchase and the subscriptions. So the latest version of Google Play Billing Library is 4. But according to our policy, by November this year, so it's already November now, by November, all developers should update their billing library to at least version 3. So Google Play Billing Library supports many advanced features and offers a lot of flexibility for developers. For example, it covers free trial, introductory price. We have grace period, account hold, and subscription pause in Google Play Billing. So yeah, so here's a very simple a purchase flow when a developer is trying to integrate Play Billing in the app. So with the billing SDK in the Android application, developers can use the API to query the SKU, which has been previously created in either Google Play Console or with the developer API. After getting these SKU, the developers calls launch billing purchase flow, call the API to launch the purchase for user. And after that, Google Play will take care of the rest of the purchase process. For example, they will check the eligibility of free trial, introductory price, additional offers, like display SKU details, and ask users to link credit card or select different payment option. So Play will take care of these for you. So here's a flow chart of how an Android developer can add a billing library SDK to the Android project. So there are like 8 steps. So firstly, add a dependency to the project in the manifest file. And so in the code, firstly, we need to initialize a billing client instance and establish a connection to Google Play. So your Android application connected to the Play Store on device. And we are going to use the SDK to put the list of available products and display them on the UI. So if users shows his interest in any of the in-app product, when he clicked the purchase button, we use the API to launch the purchase flow just like the screenshot we have showed in the last slide. We have a class in the library called purchase listener. So developers use this listener to listen to catch any callback from Play Store. If there's new purchase happen on device, the callback will be triggered. So at that time, we can verify the purchase with our backend server and grant entitlement update on the application UI, so users can enjoy the in-app purchase or subscription. Okay, yeah. So there's two concepts, and many developers got confused about the billing purchase. So we have two concepts. One is called purchase token. Another is called order ID. Both of them are a string, but they represent different meaning. For purchase token, it is represent an entitlement for the product on Google Play. For example, a user has paid for a specific SKU in your product. They are going to issued a purchase token to the purchase. And then the order ID is a string that represents a financial transaction. When people purchase the in-app product, they pay with credit card, either credit card or other payment options. When their financial transaction, an order ID will be generated. So I can give you an example. For example, in the Play console, actually developers are able to generate promotion code and share it with users for free. So with this promotion code, users of the app can redeem certain in-app purchase in the app. And in this case, the app will grant entitlement to the user. For example, give them some diamond in-app virtual currency, diamond, or some other stuff to the user. The purchase token will be issued, but the user with promotion code, he didn't pay anything. So order ID will not be generated for the specific purchase with promotion code. Okay, so after Google Play Billing Library, we have the real-time developer notification. Some developers are not quite clear with what real-time developer notification can do for them. So we call it RTDN for short. So after user add Play Billing SDK to their project, users already have the ability to purchase with your app. But for some purchases or subscriptions, sometimes the purchase status changed when the app is not in the foreground. For example, a subscription has expired, or a user cancels the subscription in Google Play Store. So in this case, actually, the Android application is not running. So in this case, we cannot let the developers know the purchase status change through the client-side API. So the RTDN is a server-side notification. So when there's a purchase status change, Google will ping the developer server to notify there's a entitlement state change for example, subscription purchased or canceled, or subscription enters grace period. So when this event happened, the users may have his device off. So Google pings the developer server so that developers can change the entitlement status in time. And the Google Developer API, it's a backend API as well. So it's being used to majorly for managing apps and managing in-app purchases and the subscriptions. So when RTDN was sent to your backend server, sometimes developers may need to query the purchase status and verify the purchase if the purchase is still valid with Google. So in this case, developers can use this Play Developer API. So it's a server-side API. So we trigger from developer server, then response goes back to your server end. And topics about fraud and abuse. And to protect your user data and make your transactions more secure, we suggest all developers to move sensitive logic to a backend server. And we suggest developers to verify the purchase before granting entitlement with their backend server. For example, with Google Play Billing Library, you have picked up on-device purchase. We suggest you to send the purchase back to your backend server and validate with Google Developer API, then grant entitlement. Also, we have an API called Voided Purchase API. So the Voided Purchase API are the purchases has been canceled, revoked, or charged back. So if a voided purchase has been previously granted in-app items, you can use the Voided Purchase API to learn the reason and revoke or cancel the entitlement. Some types of fraud are related to malicious user who created like multiple Google accounts, and for example, like free trial abuse. So in this case, we can leverage the following API on the slide. Set of obfuscated account ID or profile ID. So after we set these parameters, we help Google to map Google accounts to your in-app account. We use this data to detect suspicious behavior and block some of the fraud transactions before they are completed. Lastly, sometimes we may have to plan the integration work better. So here in this slide, I have listed a roughly timeline about how much time each part of the Play Billing work will take. For example, set up the Play Console payment profile and set up license tester, set up test SKU will take probably 1 or 2 days only. The big part was integrating Google Play Billing SDK into your application. Typically, that takes 4 to 8 weeks, depends on your business logic, like how complicated your logic is. But meanwhile, you can ask your backend developers to work on the backend at the same time for real-time developer notification and Google Developer API. So after all this done, Google Play Console will take a few days to generate report to help you understand the purchase from the users. So we have all these resources publicly available online. We have YouTube videos regarding Google Play Billing. We have blog posts for it. We have sample code on GitHub. If you search Google Play Billing GitHub, you are going to get the URL for it. We have Code Lab and the Android developer website and developer document for billing library. So if you have any questions for billing library, welcome to put them in the comment area so we can address them in today's session as well. Yeah, that's all the content for today from my side. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you so much, Xiaodao. I think this is one of our favorite topics because it has to do with money. Okay, that was a joke. Yeah. Um, yeah, again, as what Xiaodao has mentioned, if you have any questions, right, please feel free to put it in the live chat. But I think we can start off with some common questions that we would have run into. So some app developers, they will have services that are available in parts of the world or phones that don't have Google Play. So is it possible for people to integrate other payment solutions for countries where Google Play is not available?
Oh yeah. So Google Play Billing has a dependency on the Play service on the device. So if the Play service is not available, for example, Play Store is not available in the country, Play Billing perhaps will not work. And of course, definitely you can add any payment options in your Android application. But our billing policy for Play, if you are going to publish your app on Play, so starting from this September, so Google Play Billing should be the only option. Of course, we are allowed developers to request the extension now. So if you haven't finished your work of integration, you can request extension, and it's going to be extended to next March. Yeah.
I see. Thank you.
Before I ask the question from the pre-submitted questions, just want to surface this out. I think you have fans in the audience. Okay, but so going
Oh, yes.
to what? Yeah, so going to a pre-submitted question, and I'm particularly interested about learning on this as well. So I was looking up on RTDN, and I see that there's the integration with a cloud, Google Cloud Pub subtopic. So for a company who's implementing this, what are the costs they need to bear? Like, do they have to create their own Google Cloud project? And like, is this something like substantial, enough in terms of the fees to pay in using this?
Yes, correct, correct. So the RTDN is publishing through Google Cloud PubSub service. So developers need cloud projects and need to create PubSub topic and associate the PubSub topic in the Play console. So yeah, and regarding to the usage, so I think we need to ask cloud team how much they need to pay. Is it expensive? I suppose there will be some free quota, but I don't know how much is it. And I think if you have really a lot of traffic, I'm not sure you can do it all free. Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool. And then I guess we have another question for Google Play billing. So for Google Play billing, right, does it allow you to have a member get member sort of like a, promotion whereby, let's say I refer one person, then I get one free month?
Okay. Like bonus program, like a
Mm-hmm.
referral program, and just get some free treat by just referring friends. I think it's a really good feature. But so far, I haven't heard about any updates on it. Yeah, but regarding to promotion features, I think we have promotion codes like gift card and some other kind of promotion offers. But membership promotion, yeah, perhaps I haven't heard so far. Yeah.
I see, understood. Yeah, there is. Also, quite curious, I guess somehow related to like the costs, right? So I think for many subscription companies, they would like to increase the price that they offer their customers over time. So is there a way to automatically increase the price of a subscription?
Yeah, I think this has been a long time request from developers. And I hope I can share some good news. But so far in the public features, we don't have a solution to dynamically increase or adjust the price of the offers. But I'm sure our engineers is working hard on it, and hopefully it's coming to life soon.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I think it's a follow-up to that, somewhat related. Can you offer targeted discounts with Google Play billing?
Target discount, yes, definitely. This is doable with Play billing feature now. So we have promotion feature, for example, buy one get one free, and we also can give certain discount to the first purchase of the new user. Yeah, this is all possible now.